Good morning, guys. Welcome back to another episode of The Big Build. Now, I did a little bit of work off camera where, you know what? I got more bots. Oh, I just picked that one up. Whoops. There. You feed him. So I got one more miner, and I got another feeder minion. And actually, over here, I have a seller minion who is probably the best thing I have because he's attached to this chest. The reason there's nothing in this chest is because, say I put an apple in here. If you take a look at my money over to the side, you will see that once he sells that apple, it gives me money. Now, I believe, yep, there it was. I went up, I don't know, like $4 for that $1. He is amazing. He really does just make everything better. Now, over here, I found the best source of money for me is this just AFK mob farm with, I have a collector minion right there, and I figured out what they do. They basically just pick up items. But these magnet blocks, the animals will just walk towards them, and because they all, you see how that's like times 50 sheep? That's actually 50 different sheep. See, if that sheep stands there, that number will go down one as one dies. So these are like, that's 50 sheep right there. That's 50 cows. See, watch. Right there. One died, 12 sheep. Watch, it dies again, 11 sheep. So all these animals are multiple sheep and cows and all that sort of stuff. And you get a ton of stuff from them. I have this automatic smelter here, or smokers, I should say. Look at all this meat that I have cooking. It's just insane. You see how many levels I have? That's because those smokers, they're running constantly. I still have a ton of meat left for them to cook. They're just running constantly. And the great thing is, if I were to pause this hopper right here and grab one of these after it smokes, these things auto-generate EX or XP just because you're smelting something. Whenever you like cook something, it gives you a little bit XP. So those things are basically EXP farms, because once I grab something from it, it just fills up my EXP instantly. Let me just go over here and sell these real quick, because they give you a ton of money. Watch. Wait for him to sell it. Wait for him to sell it. And there, 13, or now I'm at 13k. That was like 3k right then and there. That's amazing. That is just insane amount of money right there. And it's passive. I don't even have to do anything. It's running constantly. Well, okay, it's not feeding into those chests, but I'll probably figure out how to do that eventually. Anyways, so I have these guys constantly mining cobblestone and dirt and all that sort of stuff. So I am planning on I'm finishing this cobblestone outline. Then I plan on just planning out where the mountain will go. I'm going to build up straight to build limit, do a little scaffolding, plan out how the mountain's going to be, and see what it's like. Most likely this video, I'm just going to finish this cobblestone platform. Sort of get it the shape that I want it to be, that sort of stuff. So, without further ado, let's just hop right on in to the time lapse. Alright guys, so as you can see, I'm just doing my time lapse right here. First I had to gather some stone or I should say cobblestone, because I was running kinda low on it. Even though you saw multiple chests of it and all that sort of stuff, I just felt like, I needed more to get the platform done. And am I glad I did that? Because I used up almost all the cobblestone I mined, and like everything that the miners mined, along with all that they mined while I was building. And I have hours of footage of me building. Like, it took literal hours of building. A couple days worth. In fact, this video took so long that I'm surprised I got it out just like 2 weeks after the first one. you guys don't realize it, but it takes a lot of effort to make these videos, and I didn't even notice. I didn't realize how much Minecraft YouTubers put into Minecraft until I'm trying to do this. I have a full-time job that I do, and I can just barely get out one of these videos every 2 weeks, I feel. Let me also say that the rendering time on these videos is so long. It takes at least an hour and a half to 2 hours to get these videos rendered. It's because of how much footage there is. It takes up so much footage that it's insane. I don't know how people have enough storage to do this. But I will be honest, I got it done, I got it completed, and I have a sort of organically shaped island of sorts. You'll see later on that the style that I went for was there would be a sort of straight off back end and three little bumps out, and I'm hoping to make like a cliffside on one side, and then that'll leave a little bit more room for the builds that will be on the other side of the mountain. So I'm hoping that this turns out pretty well. It's kind of a long time lapse. That's because I sped up the footage that I had as fast as I could get it, and it still takes a long time. So you guys sit back, relax, enjoy the music, enjoy the time lapse, and I will see you guys after the time lapse ends. Alright guys, welcome back from that pretty fast time lapse. I would hope that it was pretty fast for you guys. It was not fast for me at all. Let me just say, I spent hours upon hours making all of this. Let me take the fast way up. Alright, so now that I'm at the top of my island, I can see sort of the shape that I went for my island. Now, a lot of you guys are gonna, if you guys are OCD or anything like that and you see all of the like random shapes and stuff like that, let me just tell you, this is an organic shape. So here you can sort of see the shape of the island. But right here, we sort of have a little outcropping right here where it's like, it goes in a little bit, pokes out, comes back in, pokes out, and then we sort of have a flat-ish ridge. I have a plan for that, don't worry. Everything that I have here, the shape of it, is sort of planned out. Yes, it was like randomly placed, the blocks and all that sort of stuff, but mostly it's all planned out, pre-prepared, ready, and I have a plan for it, don't worry. So yeah, you can see basically the whole entire outline shape of the island, or at least what I was going for the island. What I think would be the best fit for this massive mountain. Now, looking at it from right here, it's kind of small. Like down there, no, that's like 200 blocks out from like right here. It's like 200 blocks out to the edge of the thing right there, but from up there, like if I go back to my island, we're on, let's see, y equals 121, which is about halfway up from build limit, because that's level 1. Build limit is 256, so 121 is a little bit in between, fairly close. And from here, it's a pretty, like, it's a gentle slope down, which is actually sort of what I want. So I want it to have a gentle slope at some point and then curve up sharply towards the point. So I think I have the island large enough so that it will be able to handle how big I want the mountain to be. But of course, next episode, I'm standing in this cauldron. Okay, next episode, I'm going to be planning out and building just how tall and just a general scaffolding sort of look of how the mountain will be. So that way, I have a general idea of how tall and how wide some parts are going to be. It's going to be like, create sort of like a tent shape out of the scaffolding, and then like create rings going down just so that I have sort of a template to build the mountain off of. And then probably the episode after that, I will fill in the whole mountain with stone. That's going to take a lot of stone. I'm going to fill in the whole mountain with stone, and then after that, put on dirt. And then after that, build some buildings on it. Or plant plants, whichever comes first. Either way, I'm sure that we will come up with a plan for that as the time comes. But until then, I will see you guys in the next episode. Have a great day, guys, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye!